Hi, today we discuss about the appointing of kings. Deuteronomy chapter 17 verse 14, Kisava yal haaretz, when you come to the land that God has given to you and you will settle there and say, I would like to appoint a king. God says the Jews may appoint themselves a king from within their nation and be sure that he does not have more horses than he needs, that he will not have to go to Egypt and acquire any of them as they have good horses there. And God does not want you to go down that road again. He should also not have too many wives. How much is too many? Rashi explains. Yes, it's the magical number 18. He should also, when he sits on his throne, make for himself two Torahs. One Torah that will be with him at all times, go with him and come with him. And the other one will be with his treasures. He should learn from the Torah and obey by the Torah, not stray away right or left, and that will assure the blessing for his lasting kingship. Today's Tanya, we discuss a Kabbalistic term of Isrus Dilatata. It's a concept that they arouse from below. Take an example. When one plants something in the earth, and then there's growth, the growth is way beyond what you have planted in quantity and quality. And if you think about it, the seed, the kernel that goes into the soil, it decays, it becomes nothing. But yet, that arouses the vegetative energy that's in the soil to bring the growth. So you see, although there is vegetative energy in soil, but it will not bring out the growth until you actually put in something into the soil. Same thing is in the relationship between man and God. God has everything, all the blessings, the kindness and everything. But in order for us to receive it, we need to plant and do something, even though it's incomparable to what he's going to be giving us. But yet, in order to arouse that, there has to be that arouse from below, which is us. Today's mitzvah is the mitzvah of not to do work on Shabbos. What is considered work? We learn from the building of the tabernacle that anything that was considered a part of building of the tabernacle, that is considered work, because God says that you should not build a tabernacle on the day of Shabbos. As we discussed at the beginning today about appointing a king, we know in the times of Shmuel Hanavi, Samuel the prophet, the Jews wanted to appoint a king, and Samuel was not happy about it. However, God says that yes, give them a king. Why was Samuel not happy? It is a concept in today's learning that you may appoint yourselves a king. So let's look at a king for a moment, and there are two main ideas of why the Jews and people would need a king. One idea is to just set law and order. Without the king, without the authority, people can go wild. The second idea is that the king can see many times as he's leading beyond what the most people of the nation will see, and can guide them and lead them to greater heights and better direction. So when the Jews asked for a king, Samuel wanted that their willing for a king should be for a king that's going to guide them and lead them to greater heights of a bond and devotion to godliness, rather than just to set a king for law and order. However, God says still to give them a king, even though they're not holding at that level for what a king can lead them, but they still need the king just to set the regular rules. And the Talmud refers to the concept of king is also by rabbis. That when one needs direction, you can find that within the guidance of Torah. That's why in the ethics, Pirkei Avos, it says, Aseh lecha rav. One should make for himself a rabbi. Why? Because at whatever level you are, at any time of life, there are always things that you have doubt. There are always things that you need guidance. And you shouldn't just wait that I want to speak or consult with the rabbi or the guidance of Torah only when I'm really involved with the Torah or really need to reach another level of devotion or something of the sort. No, we learn from God telling Samuel that give it to them even at the level that they are, that we should always have a connection to the guidance of the Torah through the consulting and speaking to those who know and have the knowledge of the Torah. That is the idea of Aseh Harav, making for yourselves a rabbi, someone who will guide you with the guidance of Torah. Have a great day.